And give them a call, I give them no power. What are we hours? Synchronization. And no destination. And there were a lot of things that are above me. And then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. What the hell is up, y'all? What is popping? What is going on, y'all? This is Empress J, the Healing Oracle. And I'm tapping back in for another day and another message. I hope that you woke up feeling like the star that you are. I hope that you woke up feeling happy, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, handsome, just on your motherfucking target, right? And if anything, anybody, any situation is coming through to challenge your position, I hope that you feeling strong right now. You feeling understood within yourself. Because even if no one else understands you, long as you and spirit are in alignment, there is no problem. You feel me? You're going to be tested. That is just the nature of life. That's the nature. Be prepared for the test to come. So when they come, you're not shook. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not struggling with that test because it's going to happen. Know that every time that you elevate, for every position that we are in and we're ready to go to the next level, to a new position, we're going to be tested on ways that we can't even explain or even be prepared completely for. The way you prepare for it is knowing that some way, somehow, you're going to be tested. You're just going to be. And you cannot allow anybody or anything, any circumstances to shake you from where you're at. Because as long as you're in alignment with yourself and where you're supposed to be right now, but like where you're at is supposed to, like you're there where you should be. Because that's where your higher power helped you to get to. Because you've been listening and you've been watching your signs, your synchronicities, you're putting things together because life is a puzzle. Pieces come as we move forward. We get a new piece every day for the puzzle of our life. But it is truly up to you. How are you going to fit those pieces in there? Are you paying attention? Because remember, a lot of pieces that we're going to find seem like they fit, but they may not. You understand what I'm saying? Just really paying attention. But anyway, that was a message for somebody, maybe for everybody, but that was a message, okay? Take what's for you, you know what I'm saying? Leave what ain't. Keep it pushing. That's it. So, with that being said, I am so grateful to be here in another year of my life and to be able to share myself and just be here with y'all and like connect with my soul family. I love you. I love you very much. If no one told you today, I love you. You're a light. You're inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. You feel me? My OG subscribers, people who've been here rocking with me since I put up my very first video, you know what I'm saying, almost 2 years in. Like, I love y'all. It don't even matter if I don't have a lot of subscribers. What matters to me is the solidity of the subscribers that I have. You're solid, you real, you my soul family, you know. One day I plan to connect with you physically. One day I hope that we can all come together and have, like, you know what I'm saying, like a nice little session, like where we could build, because that's what this life is about, you know. But and to my new subscribers, people who just started, you know, watching my videos, found some wealth in my content, you know, I really appreciate you and thank you for coming through and liking my vibe, you know what I'm saying? Jumping on the healing vibe, like let's do what we got to do so that we can elevate and we can thrive. I'm not trying to survive no more, y'all. Nigga, I'm trying to thrive. I'm trying to thrive. I'm trying to get what I came here to get. Even though I know I've been through some things. You've been through some things. We've been through some things, okay? But we can't let none of those things hold us back from the new things that we are supposed to be creating today and tomorrow. We cannot be stuck in yesterday, and we can't be stuck in tomorrow. We have to focus on today, putting in the work that we need to be putting in today for tomorrow's success. We cannot remember yesterday's regret. You have to keep moving forward. And even when people are coming through to test your position, know that that's a test that needs to happen. Pass the test. Do not waver, because you've already done all the work. So now it's all about just staying in alignment for your assignment and moving forward, okay? Keeping your blinders up, keeping your blinders on, because they got to be on. You have to have your blinders on now more than ever. You cannot be engaging in unnecessary bull stuff, because if you do, then that's going to enter into your frequency and you're going to waver. So we have to stay as focused as we can. And listen, when I'm telling you now, emotions is running high. Things is all over the place. We may not even know where we're going next, but just feel the feel, right? And move through it. The only way to the next one and to the next motion, the next, feel good, the next moment that we're going to feel better is through this negative feeling. It's through this not understanding where we at. It's through the indecisiveness. It's through the confusion when we just kind of not sit in it, where we're like dreading and draining and allowing it to put us in a negative thought space, but kind of just feeling the feels and being like, man, I don't really know what I'm gonna do next. I don't know really. A situation may come, you may think you cool. You may think everything is going well in your life, right? Then all of a sudden something come through and it shakes your world up. You have to remain calm and you have to stay strong, because right now is the most important time in your life. You cannot drop the ball. You can't. How will you know how strong you are if you're not tested in every time you get a little bit stronger, you're going to be tested with that new strength? What are you going to do with that? How are you going to move when this certain situation comes, right? When this ball is thrown your way, how are you going to protect yourself? Because now we have been through a lot of things, but we've built a system now within ourselves where we know, like, when this happens, man, I gotta pray. I gotta always pray, because if I'm always praying, even no matter what come my way, no matter how good I'm doing, and these balls just come in and trying to like wreck my process, I know, because I pray, because I'm diligent in my prayer, and I'm strong, honey, in my faith. No matter what comes my way, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to feel this feel. I'm going to sit through this feeling, right? Because the only way to a new one is through this one. The only way through a circumstance, the only way through a problem, the only way to a new solution is through it. Okay, excuse me. The only way to something new is through where you're at. You have to deal with what you got going on. You cannot push it away. You cannot go away from it. There's no, like, you have to logically think and analyze what you got to do. And how you do that? You put it at the feet of your benevolent one, whoever you believe in. You don't sit and dwell like you feel, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what's going on. God, Spirit, Allah, Jah, Mother Earth, Orishas, whomever you believe in. You understand me? I mean, I'm hoping, I'm praying somebody's hearing me, because I know that this message needs to go to somebody. No matter what's going on, please put it at the feet of your believer. Like, who you believe in, like who you believe in. Like, put your problem at their feet and watch it dissipate. Watch your way be made. Just continue to do what you've been doing, because when the problems come, it's because you're being tested, and then the reposition comes in, and then the blessing comes from the problem. Remember, today's problem will be tomorrow's blessing, because you will get through it. But you have to really just believe in yourself, believe in the solution. always solution-based. Our mindset is not problem-based. It is solution-based. We are constantly looking for the solution to fix our problem. We are not going to let the problem overcome us because we believe. We have faith. We know that this is just for a moment. This is going to pass. But it won't pass if I don't allow myself to go through this feeling and find a solution for this situation. And sometimes all you can do is just pray. I'm talking about just pray. You can't snap. You can't flip out. You can't act irrationally. You have to like literally, and I know it's hard. It's hard, man. Especially when you've been through trauma. Black in America, brown in America. Being misunderstood in your life. It's hard to stay strong. It's hard not to fucking flip. Excuse my language, I was trying not to curse y'all. Listen, it's hard not to give back that energy that's being reciprocated to you. But baby, don't give it back to them because then you're no better. And you can't help yourself. You can't help anybody. You can't even help. See, sometimes we go through things with people and we go through circumstances so that we can help teach someone else a lesson. By us standing our ground and coming through and being ourselves, right? And using logic, being logical and analytical, right? And just being our true self, because everybody has a special way of handling things that helps somebody else. But when we really just be ourselves and like put ourselves in a moment and just like, look, think correctly, right? Because when we're thinking irrationally, then we just saying anything. We just adding salt to the wound. We're not helping the situation. We're not teaching anyone anything, and we're not learning anything ourselves. So we're just going to make the situation worse. So then when it happens to somebody else, it's just going to keep escalating. There's no solution. The more that we are looking for a way of making things better and a way of finding a resolve in a situation with someone else, even to agree to disagree, that is the most important way. That is one of the best ways of getting through to each other without a problem. Because when we add static to a situation, like we literally harming ourselves, we're harming our own stance because we're just adding stuff to it. Like the more we're looking for a way to make things better, and sometimes you're not going to find resolution in that moment, but the resolution can be just agreeing to disagree and being okay and where you stand, and being okay that they stand where they stand, and that's just being fine with, you know what I'm saying, just being fine with it. And sometimes, like, you know, there's circumstances where our hands are tied, where we're in a position where we can't really do too much to get ourselves out of certain circumstances at that moment. But what you have to do is, if you stand still and you give it to God and you work with your higher power, right, on the solution, then the way will be made easily and in front of you, and with no effort really truly being made. The only effort being made is to stand still and ask God, how do you proceed? When you proceed on your own, you, like I said, we're irrational beings. Like, we don't know what we're doing sometimes, and a lot of things interrupt where we're at, like other people's energies, other stuff, like it'll interrupt what we like, how we need to be proceeding correctly, right? That's why we give it to God and we keep our line with him open at all times, so that when these situations and circumstances are coming in at that fucking very moment, excuse my language, please help me with that, at that very moment, as soon as that negative feeling or that situation comes in, man, you get a moment, like you in your head, like you in spirit, like, what just happened, spirit? How am I going to get through this? What do I do to move forward? How do we make this right, spirit? And it may not come to you right away, but wait for the sign, wait for the synchronicity, wait for the way to proceed forward, wait for your direction. Okay, because a lot of times, most times, all the time, we don't wait. We just want to move. We think we know everything. We don't know everything. And know that that happened, this happened, whatever's going to happen for a reason. Please be looking for the reason in that. Like, what am I supposed to be learning? Slow down. We got to slow down so that we can be paying attention to the lessons. because the blessings come after, while you're learning the lesson. And you learning that lesson so that you can give that to somebody else. No matter how minuscule you think that lesson is, it's important and it's imperative for your growth and for your journey. We have to slow down. We can't be like everybody else that's pulling, something out of nothing. If your cup ain't fully full and there's nothing coming out that cup, then you have nothing to give. So that means that you have to go inside so that you can fill that cup up. Because everything that's inside that cup is for you. That is what must always remain. Your cup must be completely full at all times. What is coming out of the cup is what you give to everybody else. And that's when you are able to have something to give. And a lot of times, we're not readjusting to the new sales or to the new wind that's coming in. We continue to stay in the same position. You got to move for every new position. Like you have to constantly be moving and repositioning yourself for the new strategy that Allah and you are working on. It's always changing. Things are constantly changing. Being ready for it. Be ready for the change, because then you can't be shook. You know it was something was going to happen. You knew something was going to come, because nothing ever stays the same. If it did, we could never grow. We would never be able to move forward. There are times when we stay stagnant when Allah wants us to move, and we fight that movement. So he moves things out the way and he makes things happen so that we can grow. You can't question that. You can't get mad at that. You have to just be paying attention to it. And you have to make sure that you're positioning yourself correctly so that you don't sway because we're not supposed to anymore. Know that things are going to happen. They're going to. You know what I'm saying? But you're strong. You're stronger than you even know. Allah says so. God says so. Your benevolent ones, your Orishas, your passed on loved ones, your ancestors. They say you're stronger than you even know. That's why you're getting faced with things. Because you got to know how strong you are. Okay, you know that you faced this, that, and third, and you strong. Okay, but watch this. Let me show you how much stronger you are now. Okay, because you faced all that and you overcame that. Yeah, we made you think that you was going to get comfortable. You never get comfortable in life. Don't ever get too comfortable in life, because you have to keep growing. I want to keep ascending. I know that there is no ceiling to how far or how high I could go in myself and in my life. If I think that I can be comfortable in this position, and that means that I don't feel like I could grow anymore. I don't feel like I can do any more than what I'm doing right now. So I could just sit down and be comfortable because this is as far as I think I can go. No, who the hell? You don't know what God has for you. You don't really know who you really like. We know who we are, right? A little bit. Every day we're unlocking more of ourselves. But how are we unlocking that? With struggles, with testimonies. I mean, testaments, things that we have to go through and overcome. That's how we know how strong we are. That's how we know who we are. That's how we know how we built. We built Fort Tough. How you know that? Because you had to go through so many things. You might have had to, bury your mama when you don't think you was truly ready. Your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Somebody you loved. You may have had to be a single parent when you really wasn't strong enough to even be on your own. You understand what I'm saying? When your mental health wasn't even right and you had to raise kids and you had to get it together because you had to do something. There's so many things. There's people who have been through some things I can't even imagine. You understand? I think I've been through something. I know everybody been through something. And that keeps me humble. Because I know that this position I'm in right now, it can be taken from me at any moment. I better not get comfortable. Because if I get comfortable, then I'm not allowing God to keep working on me. I'm not allowing myself to keep growing. Honey. I'm trying to go as far as Allah says I could go and maybe a little further. You understand? And I know He know everything. But I'm saying we might could get a little bit more out. I'm trying to go as far as I can. And I know because I want to go as far as I can, I'm going to be tested a lot. A lot. I'm going to go through some things that most people will give up on. Because they don't want to go through it, because they don't want to grow through it, and they don't want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want the treasure that lies at the end of the treasure hunt. You know what I'm saying? Life is a big old treasure hunt. Like we searching. We searching. You know what I'm saying? We're literally on a search for us, for who we are, for who we came here to be, for higher learning. You know what I'm saying? And like, because we're on a search for that, the only way you can find something is by being tested and by going through things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just really truly for me, like everything. Like, we don't really know what God has for us. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, it's going to hurt a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hurt a lot when you have to go through things that don't feel so good. You know what I'm saying? And they test you. They test where you're standing at. They make you question if you're doing the right things in your life or what am I doing wrong. But see, like the thing for me is like, as long as you are asking God at every moment, every time you can think, like if it feels like you are going through way too much, like damn, I know I'm doing the right things. I know my life like is good now. Like I know I'm not doing nothing I shouldn't even be doing. Like I don't even talk out of turn to people. Like I watch what I say and everything. So like, why are negative things happening? It's so important to like really be prayerful, be very prayerful all the time, because then in those moments, that's when you're like, immediately, you know, you got to pray on it. You got to pray on it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that to God, because like, how you going to deal with that yourself? You don't even know what's going on. You have to literally throw that at God. Like, yo, what? I know, am I doing something incorrect? Like, is there something that I could be doing better? Like, or, and then right after that, like, can you help me? And I'm only saying this because that's how I do it. Each one of us needs to find a way of having a system of like, you know, and I've talked about this in prior videos, so I won't get into complete detail, but like, we need to have like a system within ourselves that we are using and are so adopted and used to, that as soon as something's coming into us, a negative thought, a situation, we automatically pray. Like we go through our steps. Like, okay, I'm analyzing the situation, and then I'm praying on the situation, and then I'm releasing the situation, and then I'm gonna go and do my self-love routine. You know what I'm saying? Because that helps me clear my energy. So I'm gonna go through my process. I'm gonna go through my steps. You know what I'm saying, of clearing, because I already have it set up within myself. Like I'm gonna light my candles. I'm gonna go and meditate. I'm gonna do me some yoga. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying, soak and do me a spiritual bath. I'm like literally in this zone, because this is what I do to help myself when I'm going through some uneasy energies within myself, or when I'm in a moment where I don't understand what's going on, then I automatically go into self-care mode. Now, we already have to have a self-care routine that you do every day. You know, you get up, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you take a shower, you pray, you know, however you do that, you drink your water, you know, you get ready for work, you get the kids ready, whatever you do. That's your daily routine, right? But I'm talking about your self-health care, like mental health care routine that you do every day, right? You have to have one. If you don't have one, it's really important to get one. And it doesn't mean that you need to like go and research all these things. What helps you when you're not like on the right page? When something happens and you don't understand what's going on, what helps you get through that emotion? What do you think can help you? So it's like when I was really going through some things that I really didn't like, I was going through some really bad energies within myself, feeling like self-doubt, and I felt worthless, and I was feeling like giving up, and that I was not good enough for the people that were in my life, right? I didn't have a self-care routine. I didn't have a mental health routine within myself to help me rearrange those negative thoughts. So what I did was I kind of was sent to, I like broke down. I really broke down, but I didn't break down in a way that I needed to go and get medical help. I needed spiritual help. And I was called from within my body to speak out, to yell it out to the universe. And I just, with everything in me, yelled it out to God. I need your help. And I've, again, have probably spoke about this in my videos, but reiterating it because someone probably needs to hear this. I've been speaking to people within the last week or so, and there have been a lot of, emotions. And I said this in another video, like, this is Pisces season. You're going to get a lot of emotions right now, but it's just important for you to know how to have this, how to fix it, how to feel better, and like when I had those negative thoughts, like, and I yelled that out to the universe, I started to find a self-care routine. And it's been a year and a half now, and I'm still working on adopting every day. If something's not working or it's not enough, I'll add something. Like for me personally, number one is praying. Prayer is so important, and there's so many different ways to pray with whatever you believe in, because everybody has a different belief system. So but because you have a different belief system, different religions, whatever, we pray in different ways. But I believe that however you pray is okay, as long as you pray. So for me, as soon as I feel a negative thought, I pray on it. And I'm very sensitive. So a lot of times if I really get hit with a harsh energy, and I'm an empath, okay? So I feel everything. And sometimes it's not even my feeling. But I don't know that if I don't ask God if this is my feeling. So when I was learning how to adopt this system, only thing I could do was pray. God, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. Can you help me with this? Can you show me how to feel better? Can you help me tomorrow? And that became one of my favorite things to say. Like one day I was just, man, I got hit with a whole lot of stuff. It was heavy. It was a heavy day, and I would even recognize that I couldn't regulate my energy to even seem better for my children. I had to just kind of sit in that energy, like, look, I'm not okay today. And that was a big part of my healing too, because I'm still healing. We're going to heal forever. But being real about not being okay instead of hiding it, because I'm a hider. Like, I used to hide it. I did my best to hide how I felt from people for many years because I didn't want my energy to affect anybody that was around me. And I know I'm the kind of person where my energy will affect everybody. So I just learned how to push it away and deal with it by myself. And what happened was a lot of tears all the time. Like, my sensitivity went to a height that was like really like unhealthy. Like, it's okay to be sensitive. The sensitivity that I have and that we may have, in the world, like, it's a good thing. We need to be sensitive like that, because the hypersensitives help the others. Like, we help you because we can feel your energy. We can feel that emotion. We can help you deal with it. Most people who are hypersensitive are pretty emotionally intelligent when they know how to deal with their emotions. But when they learn anyway. But so a lot of times for me, before I really, really got deep into finding ways, right? The way God helped me was I would just keep praying about getting the energy out and feeling better the next day. And then every day I would be feeling better. And I wouldn't even remember what I felt yesterday. So like, I knew that yesterday the issues were still there, but how I felt about those issues were not the same. So because I didn't feel that same energy, I was able to find a solution because I could see through it. I could see now. I wasn't clouded with my emotions all over the place and the what ifs and the whys and all the other stuff, because I had given that to God and asked him to help me feel better the next day so that I could deal with this problem, so that I could find a solution. So every time I would just be, getting better at that. And then it was just like automatically, nope, I'm going to give it to God. So then it came to the point where I was being so honest with how I was feeling with myself to my children. I was honoring myself by saying, look, I'm not feeling so great. That they would already know, because I had said it so many times and been doing it. Mom, it's okay. You're going to feel better tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a better day, Mom. See, every time you heal, you go through a new level of yourself. The people around you are going to notice that, and it's going to help them too. So it's like even more, I started to learn that it became even more important for me to just keep giving stuff to God. Just keep giving it to him and not holding it. Because the more I'm giving it to God, the more I am allowing it to be released from my body, right? And from my spirit. I'm finding the reason for why that had to happen. And I'm able to find a solution easier now. And I'm able to get through it within myself. And I'm not holding on to that. And I'm able to release so much easier and quicker. So, yeah, that's that. And I hope I didn't say anything over and over again. I apologize if I did. But sometimes when I channel, it may come through a couple times, and then y'all know I smoke my weed. But so yeah, I work on that though. But just remember, like, having a system within yourself, a self mental health system, from when things are coming up, praying. Then I'm drinking my water because I love water and it helps to cleanse me. And I take a lot of showers. I take more showers and baths when I'm going through hard times, when I'm going through things that I don't understand, I'm confused, I'm like heavy energies, whatever the case may be. I take more baths and showers because the water is very releasing and it's very like helpful, and you can like release like whatever way you need to in the shower. Play your music, like just be in there, like take a bath, just soak, meditate, put your crystals in there, do some spiritual spiritual bath. Like you put some fresh flowers in your water, a little bit of oils in your water, and just laying there and praying. Let the hot water and the aromas of the natural scents, to help heal you from within. You are your own natural healer. Like you can heal yourself. You have the ability to heal your body, mind, and soul. You can do it. You can do. We are made that way. That is the way that our benevolent ones, Allah, he made us like that. We are able to heal ourselves, but it starts with the mind. The mind connects with the body and the soul, and then becomes one. And then together, it's a system. It's a unit. Okay? They don't work separately. They work together. So once you know that and you grow on that and you got your system, you'll fix it. Every time you feel inadequacies, you'll be able to have that system within yourself set up where like, okay, man, I'm feeling this, but I know I'm going to go do blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take me a spiritual bath and I'm going to let it go. Meditate. I might have to meditate a couple of days on this, and like it all depends. You know what I'm saying? I might have to meditate a couple of times on this one, and that's all right. I'm going to pray it out. I'm not worrying it out. Not anymore. I'm praying it out because God got me. I'm doing everything correct in my life. There's no way in heck that anything can go wrong. Yes, trouble's going to come. This is like, you're going to be tested at every turn. But stay strong because you got it. You know who you are and you know who you have, which is the most important. You know who you have. You know whose you are. You are part of something bigger than this life and these problems and these circumstances and nonsense that we go through. We're bigger than that. Our soul is bigger than that. Know that. Grow on that. Hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? We live in these human lives right now, but we are a spirit. You're a spirit inside. This is who you truly are inside. We just walking around in this existence with this meat suit right now, but your soul is so much bigger than what you see with your two eyes. You have to open that third eye so you can really see who you are. Because once you come in contact with your higher self, when you really see your soul, man, you know how beautiful you are, how strong you are, how much of a warrior you are, a spiritual warrior. Nothing can shake you. You have your moments, but you know at the end of the day, and I just got a confirmation from Spirit, you know at the end of the day, your spirit team got you. You hear me? Your God, your Allah, whoever you believe in, yo, I'm going to say this until I can't speak no more. Your higher power got you, man. Girl, everybody, like, they got us. They got us in ways we could never, ever, 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 ever imagine or fathom. But I need you to be a belief warrior like me. I need you to believe. I need you to believe every day in every way through everything. You gonna be all right. Your kids is gonna be all right. Your line is gonna be all right. When you become an ancestor, you gonna be, look. You gonna go back and be like, dang, I did the damn thing because I believed. You hear me? When you go over to the next side and then you have to look back at your life and you have to answer to a higher power. It's not gonna matter what you did wrong, as long as the right overpowered that. And every time something came at you that tested you, once you started walking on the correct path, man, you didn't fail your higher power. You stood strong in it. Speak and stand, like you gotta stand strong on what you believe in or fall onto your knees. Come with your heart or don't come at all. So knowing that you gotta come with your heart, you come with your eyes open. You know that, like, man, because you done been through so much. It's not much. I mean, it ain't gonna be much that is gonna bother you. Remember that. You done been through everything and back again. You done already had to see. You been in the darkness. You been in the darkness. You the light. Where there is light, darkness cannot prevail. And I'm going to leave you with that. And I love you. 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 If nobody told you today, I love you. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're wonderful. You're everything. Keep on walking your path. Keep on believing. Keep on having faith. Keep a nice little system inside yourself to help you when things feel bad, or when you know what I'm saying, not as strong, when you don't think you're as strong, when you're being tested, when you need to go to a new level. Anytime you go to a new level, there's a big test. There's a unit test. Be prepared for it. Know that, oh, shoot, when that stuff happens, it's because you done did the work and now you got to go to the next level. And because of it, you have to pass this test. It's very important. Everything you have learned in this chapter is about to get put to use. So just understand that it's just going to happen and it's okay. You got this. You got it all. All right? I believe in you. I believe in you. I mean, I really believe in you, and I'm praying for you, and I love you, and I'm sending you positivity, okay? A hug if you need one. A kiss if you need one, all right? Keep your head up. Keep your head up. That's it. Eyes to the sky, right? Stay prayerful. I love you. I'm Empress J, the Healing Oracle. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Later.